Good morning, Stephanie Kammerman, the Stock Whisperer, here to tell you the whisper of the day. But before we get to today's whisper, you know we always have to talk about Friday's whisper. But Friday, I was not in my trading room because I was at the Toronto Money Show, which leads me to the trader of the day, Cousin It. Thank you so much for monitoring the chat room, doing the meetings, and doing everything you're doing there. We all really appreciate that. So the Toronto Money Show was a huge success. I did 2 presentations, one in the bullpen where I talked about the dark pool trades, and you could see the crowd was pretty big over there. And then I did another presentation, my trading boot camp, which was a huge success. In fact, I'm going to be doing an online webinar in the next 2 weeks, so stay tuned for that information. So it was so great to meet my traders. We had a fantastic dinner Saturday night, and I'm looking forward to the New York show. All right, so what are we going to trade today? Well, Visa came out with earnings, and if you were in my trading room early this morning, I showed you what it looked like to have refreshing on the ECN book. The big guys were selling this thing, and you can see she came all the way down there. But I have my eye on silver this morning. Definitely a lot of volume. There was a nice print at $14.69, which is pretty much where it is. There's a nice gap in this chart. Looks like it wants to fill it in. You can see there was a gap fake right over here. They pulled it back up, and she looks ready to fill. She could come down to about $14.50. There's also another gap down here, so it wouldn't shock me to see in the next couple weeks possible fill of that gap. I also spotted a nice print on GLD this morning at 108.95, 100,000 shares there. So I'm going to be bearish below that guy as well. And they could take this down to about 108.50. All right before this gap. They like to fake it out and then bounce it back up again. So it's Monday. I'm not seeing a ton of stocks yet, but if you follow me on Twitter and StockTwits, I will be posting out the big prints there. So come watch me trade along with my fantastic traders at the Java Bit Trading Room at www.thestockwhisperer.com. Happy trading, everybody.